You're watching the K2 News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, Wyoming, and thank you for joining us. I'm Taylor Wirtz.
And I'm David Furtado. We begin this evening in western Wyoming, where firefighters have fully contained the Roosevelt fire thanks to a big help from Mother Nature.
That's right. The fire has burned 61,511 acres and destroyed 55 homes. Over 1,000 people fought the fire, but only 3 injuries. Only 45 personnel remain looking for hot spots in areas where the blaze could jump the fire line. Officials say visitors may encounter unpredictable spreading of flames inside the fire perimeter, rolling rocks or logs, falling branches, trees, and flash flooding. Additionally, anyone entering the area may encounter localized pockets of heavy smoke and limited visibility. All evacuation zones remain at the ready level.
The weather is a help as far as it's letting down the fuels. None of the fuels that we're seeing right now are receptive to fire. There's no growth or spread. It has presented some challenges, though. The roads are getting muddy. There's areas that we can't put some of our engines into without tearing up the road or tearing up the terrain. So we're kind of taking a less is more approach in some places.
And over in Fremont County, residents got a bigger dose of fiber than they usually get. The Fremont Fiber Arts Guild brought in vendors statewide, holding its Fiber Festival at the Fremont County grounds. Along with fun activities, the Arts Guild had different animals to show their fur services multi-purposes. Demonstrations for those were on display to help those increase their knowledge of knitting and making different kinds of clothing and to know how important it can be.
I think that it's an art, an old, ancient art that we need to teach young people so that it will continue. Because we know that if we don't teach the younger and carry on legacies and heritage, they die.
And if there's one thing that people like more than beer, it's making dreams come true. Here in Casper, the second annual Oktoberfest partnered with the Make-A-Wish Foundation to help raise money for to make children's hopes a reality. Over 20 beer vendors spread out across the 4 bars and showed up with their own specialty brews and a passport stamp for globe-trotting beer drinkers to try and collect. One kid's dream was also brought to live in the forefront for everyone to see as E.J. Harvey earned a trip to Normandy. Harvey said he couldn't have been happier.
It's pretty much winning the lottery. It's like unbelievable, and it's the one thing that the good that comes out from cancer.
And over at David Street Station, the Casper community gathered together tonight in remembrance of Chris Richardson. Richardson went missing several years ago, and what happened to her is still a mystery. Her love of Wyoming athletics led her family to host a watch party for Cowboy football games each year. Balloons were released, written on them the message, "You are loved, you are missed, you are remembered."
Tailgate, kind of remembrance celebration of our mom, and we thought this was a unique, kind of fun way to keep the story alive, keep the community thinking about it, and kind of keep pushing forward to try to find out what actually happened to her on that day.